What's going on, boys? You guys are late, bro. You guys are late. My brother crushed it. Crushed it, mate. Oh my god, Aussie did it. He is becoming the new GOAT. He knows exactly when this is going to... My brother has figured it out, mate. Absolutely figured it out. Love it, dude. Love it. Let me go over to... Let me get some tunes going. Oh, how are we? How are we? How are we? Aussie with the first one in. I love to see it. Eric, a close second. Eric is a close second. Good to see. Good to see. UFC Casuals here. What's up, Casual? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. Easy money? Nah, dude. You got no, Kenny. Kenny, it's official. My brother got it in first, dude. Number one, brother. Number one every time, brother. Inshallah, brother. Inshallah. Christian Grey, way too late from Christian Grey, I think. Way too late. Jan will beat him so earth he'll see that the earth is round. Never. Jan will see the holy light of the Spirit of the Lord, of the Savior. How are you, Miguel? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Miguel. I hope you're good, dude. Creamed a lot of them. No notification on my PC. You got robbed, mate. You got robbed, Kenny, you bloody ripper. It's good to see you, dude. 50-45. Dominated, Aussie. Dominated. YouTube is shafting me with the late notification. Shafting you, mate. How do you think I feel when I go live and people don't get notified? Nice day in Melbourne. It's a beautiful day in Melbourne. How do you know, Miguel? Are you here? Are you in Melbourne? What's up, Larry? How are you, dude? Hello, brothers. Hello. How is everybody today? Hello. Toads checking in. Bryce is getting smashed. I hope not, Miguel. I hope not. Now, for anyone listening back or to you guys are all regulars. You know the drill. I'm going to read out every single chat I can here. This is me keeping up with the stream. But if you want to skip this queue, you can always use the powers of capitalism and donate. I have a second window open right here, so I will be able to see the donations as they pop up. So, let us get into it. Aussie loving being a member with the emotes. Absolutely loving it. Oliveira and Islam. How are you, Toad? Hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you, dude. Oliveira and Islam are ducking Ilya. Ilya is ducking Arman, and the UFC hate Arman. Dustin needs a legitimate fight, for a legend fight for his retirement fight. And Islam and Bilal can't fight because they train together for a couple of weeks. It is an absolute goddamn nightmare at the top, isn't it? Lightweight is in absolute shambles. Shambles. Islam can't fight the welterweight champion. The lightweight champion won't fight the featherweight champion because he's sick of fighting featherweights. Dustin only wants a legends fight. It's a shambles. It's a shambles, Toad. I like Bryce, but he's messed. He's messed up. It's not going to be a good matchup for him. I know, Miguel, it's not going to be a good matchup for him, but I've just got to go off the power of faith. You know, faith of the Lord. I got hit by a car today. Are you going to sue, Kenny? You should sue. Sue, Kenny. Sue them. Me, full introduction, introduce Chad versus Virgin, one character try. Me, full introduction entrance, Chad versus Virgin. Oh, one character try. I get what you're saying, Eric. Yeah, you say, hello, where's the shirt at? You go hard. You're typing things down. Where these guys are just typing the letter 1. It's not a fair game, Eric. You're the only one that's got the balls to take their cock out and say, yes, this is I am really here. I am the real number 1. I come in with a sentence, not just a number 1. How the hell do you matchmake this shit? I know, Toad. It's a goddamn mess, dude. Like, even if you're throwing money around, like, you've got Islam and Bilal saying they're not going to fight each other for religious reasons. Like, what religious reasons? The dude's from Chicago. What reason? You're not brothers. The dude's from Chicago. And if someone wants to give me $8 million to punch on with my literal brother, me and him are going to go into an octagon and we're going to punch on for $8 million. What are we doing here? Mogomed's front kick to the body is like an absolute horse. It is, dude. It is. That tape is not a light tape like Sean Strickland tape. Cooking pasta right now? Nice one, Kenny. Good to see that you're at the kitchen cooking after you got hit by a car. You're not in Melbourne, but you will be soon. Let me know, Miguel. Let me know when you're here. Let's talk about Conor McGregor. We can talk about Conor McGregor. We're going to talk about Conor McGregor taking over the White House. The White House. Conor got a little confused. And what's up, Bilal's good-eyed? Good to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Shotgun? What's up, Rob's neighbor? How are we all? Conor McGregor could have Trump's support to be the president of Ireland if he didn't fry himself with blood. Yeah, he could. Like, Conor McGregor could have legitimately been like the gold standard for young men across the West everywhere. Family man, pumping out kids, good on the microphone, knows how to manifest reality. is an actual fighter as well, but instead he chose cocaine. So them's the breaks. Rob's neighbor says, I just got to make it another hour. Keep me up. I'll be where. Actually, that's perfect, Rob's neighbor. You're here for the hour. It's only been 6 minutes in. What's up, Mug and Mad Anchor Live? Good to see you, dude. Lightweight can be easily fixed with Dana throwing a tantrum and playing games, still trying to punish Armin, and it's infuriating. That is true. Like, the biggest reason for lightweight being a mess right now is Dana White just being a softie. Like, just book Armin again. Just book him again. We don't care. We forgive him. Book him again. The Moicano day was fun. Believing Moicano could be champion for a day was fun. Dustin versus Hooker rematch would be a banger retirement fight. I believe that's the fight that should happen. I believe it should be Dustin versus Hooker. That one or Dustin versus Gaethje. Either of those two, but they're the ones that should happen. Apparently Hooker's hand is really bad, though, and it could take a while to heal up. Apparently, though, casual. I got to assure... no, I'm not going to sue. It's okay. It wasn't that bad. Well, at least you're okay, Kenny. At least you're okay. What's up, Carly? How are you? Good to see you. I will get to your chat. If you guys ever want to skip the queue, just donate, and you can skip the queue. No, I'm going to sue. Jeff Neal, Carlos Prates will be fight of the year. What makes you think that, Miguel? I think it's going to be a great fight, but what makes you think it's going to be fight of the year? What's up, Nacho? Good to see you, dude. Book Islam versus Armin, Oliveira, Gaethje, Tapurio on the same card as a backup in case Armin screws it up again. Islam versus Armin, Oliveira versus Gaethje, and Tapurio on the same card. Well, you need Oliveira, Gaethje. You need someone for Tapurio to fight. Someone for Tapurio to fight. That's 3 names in there, so we need someone else. Bilal is getting knocked out by JDM. Yes, Miguel. Bilal-ish Bilal. Absolutely. Yes. I mean, 1 million. Oh, yeah, 1 million will beat the hell out of each other. Why not? I'm down. If you're down, I'm down. Magomed says, do you think Bilal can out-wrestle JDM? No, brother. Bilal could not out-wrestle Leon Skinny Boy Edwards. He cannot out-wrestle JDM, brother. Good to see you, Magomed. How you enjoy being champ? I mean, honestly, you're right, bro. You're right. We would go at it in a cage fight for $500,000. And you know what, dude? If this channel gets successful enough, maybe one day we'll put on our own pay-per-view. You know? On Misfits. You and me. Boxing match. $500,000. I'm down if you're down. What's up, Bilal's good eye? Hope you had a good chilled out day at work today. The weather is finally starting to cool down. West is back with Nick Fuente. Oh, great. I am going to watch that. I can't wait to watch that. I'll whoop my brother for $500K, let alone 8 mil. It seems like we all agree that $500K is about enough money to kick your brother's ass. Islam and his team helped Bilal get better. He better respect them. Jack Delamain, new champ from Down Under. I hope Jack Delamain will be the new champ from Down Under. But you can still respect someone and fight them in the cage with healthy competition. You can still fight them. I whooped Nikita Krylov for free. You did, Magomed. This is true. Teach Russia, teach Ukraine the business, brother. I agree, brother. Yeah, nothing broke, but his window broke and cut my arm. I scraped my knees, but I'm like 100% okay. They hit you so hard that their window broke? What are you, Wolverine? What are you made of, Kenny? Jesus Christ, dude. I'm happy to hear you're okay. Robert Whittaker versus Caio Barajo. Robert Whittaker versus Sean Strickland. Caio Barajo versus Israel Adesanya. The number one fight I want is Ilya versus Islam. That seems to be what everyone wants, Miguel. I agree. Because Ilya can KO him. Ilya can KO him, that's true. But I think Islam knees him up the middle and KOs him back. Does it make sense, Ilya versus Conor? Kali, it does. It does. But I don't think Conor can ever make 155 pounds again. By the looks of him at the White House, I think he is a 170 pounder for life now. Nacho, the best mod in the game. Good to see you, my friend. How are you, dude? Is Serbia still on the rampage? It is. It is. I was over at my parents' house just before. That's why that photo is in the Discord of me dressed up like a communist. Yes, Serbia is still on the rampage. Full-blown revolution. Join in, everyone. Because both the guys are going to look for the KO the whole time. Yeah, that's true, Miguel. They are both going to be looking for the KO, but I think it's going to be Islam's knees up the middle on the clinch. That's going to be a problem for Ilya, dude. Kenny says, I'm so hyped for Tom to beat John. If John ever signs... He's got to sign first. Toad says, I think Jeff will win an underwhelming decision with a lot of cage smudging. Maybe. That's the smart way to do it, isn't it? That's the smart way to go against Prates. What's up, Not the AM, bro? Good to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Magomed is going to put Alex out next time. Maybe. I mean, he nearly finished him in the second round. It's possible. Especially if Alex charges in and tries to be more aggressive. Yeah. I can't wait for you to be wrong next week. What's next week? What's next? This week is UFC London. What's the card after that, below? Which one's next week? Dougie promised oiled up underwear wrestling on a tarp with his brother to celebrate 5,000 subs. That's not what it... No. I said I'd do a giveaway. That's what we did. Misfits on Misfits. Just go easy on the spine. No neck cramp. No, we'll do boxing, mate. So nothing on the spine. We'll do boxing. It's spinal. I got a broken spine. It's spinal. I've broken my spine. What's up, OTM Chino? How are you, brother? Tupuria Oliveira. Apparently Oliveira doesn't want Tupuria, but that's via Chael Sonnen, so that can't be trusted. Yeah, bro, I'm totally fine besides one cut. I'm like 211 pounds of American blob. That's good to see, dude. American blob. Good for you, Kenny. Where is your boss, DJ Adam? He's abandoned the stream for Giuliano Argente. It is what it is. You know, what can you say? I know people are high on Prates right now, but you've got to watch the Traveres-Giles fight. It's clear Jeff will give him the same problems with his boxing combos and cage smudge. Also, Jeff will be like 20 pounds bigger. Dude, you are speaking my language of fight IQ right here, Toad. Yeah. Let me watch that one back and let me see if I agree with you. I'll watch that one back at work tomorrow. I watched back Leon versus Bilal today. If Leon wants to win, he'll win. But he has to want to win. You know what I mean? He's got to want it. I don't think it makes sense to call Dana soft for punishing Armin. I get your reasoning, but as a boss yourself, don't you think it'd be more soft to not punish someone if they didn't show up to work? Oh, no. You are right. You are absolutely right. Yeah. But that means we have to have the Ilya fight. You know, like, even if I did want to punish one of my employees, I still wouldn't let the business suffer over punishing one of my employees. I would find a way to punish one of my employees while still making the business work. So that might be giving Armin the fight in Abu Dhabi where Islam Makhachev is allowed to use as much IV as he wants. You know what I mean? There'd be things like that I would do to punish my employee. But I wouldn't sacrifice the business. And Islam Makhachev not fighting Ilya Topuria or Arman Tsarukyan and fighting Justin Gaethje, it delegitimizes the business even further. Anshul Jabli is the only person who can beat Islam right now. Only if Islam Makhachev redeems, sir. Only if he redeems or needs help with his internet, sir. If he does not need help with his internet, there's nothing Anshul Jabli can do for nothing he can do for Islam Makhachev. Urseg title run is next week. Is that next week? I'm still not on board with the Urseg win yet, Bilal. I'm still not there yet, dude. I know, it sucks. Have you seen Bryce later saying demons are attacking him in his sleep? Sent by Jean Silva. Add another potential Chris Bunner to the list. Well, funny that you bring that up, actually, because that is what we're going to be looking at together right now. Why didn't that? Where's the... Hang on. That's what we're going to be looking at right now. There we go. That's what we're going to be looking at right now. There we go. All right, cool. Full screen. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, here we go. Ilya Topuria.
Good morning, y'all. I
Good
need
morning,
all my
y'all.
Christian warriors to pray for me that I will have peaceful sleep. Every single night since the day before the press conference, I've had demonic dreams. Legions of demons are attacking me every single time I sleep, and not one time have I seen any peaceful sleep since that day. These demons surround me, and they
Brothers
try to
of
fight
Christ.
me and prevent
Join
my
me in a
anger,
prayer for Bryce
and
Mitchell.
then the dream will switch, and they'll send beautiful women, and they're trying to get me to
Succubuses.
lust, to cheat on my wife. Satan's using
Wet dreams. Jan
my
Silver is
weaknesses
sending succubuses,
to try-
wet dreams, into Bryce Mitchell's mind.
and they're trying to get me to lust, to cheat on my wife. Satan's using two of my weaknesses to try to expose the evil in my own heart.
Tits and vagina.
Anger and lust. However, where I am weak, the Lord is strong.
Amen,
So
Brycey
please pray for
boy.
me, especially
Amen.
if I'm fasting right now. Please pray that I would have peaceful sleep, that God would send Michael, Gabriel,
Gabriel, we got to move on with that
Uriel, and
sentence. Hang on.
Raphael,
That's it.
Samson, and King David to watch over me.
The
and
king
protect
himself.
me with the shield of
Amen.
faith.
Let me read some chats. Oh, God, I love Bryce Mitchell so goddamn much. I love him so much. The two things that I love in this planet the most, violence and pussy. Jan Silver has put those demons into my head to try and defeat me, and I cannot sleep. All I can think about is beating his ass and then beating some ass. I need y'all to use the discernment of the Lord and pray for me. Let's read some chats. I love him so much. Oh, man. Where are we at? Have you seen the latest Bryce? Yes, that's where we got to. Right. Next week is Mexico City. It's going to be a sick card. Yeah, the Mexico City. I don't know. But the weeks have been going past so long, and there's been so much going on with work. I didn't even realize that was next week, Larry. Didn't even realize. Lord Almighty, may you please use all your power. Lord Almighty, may you please use all of your power to protect Bryce Mitchell and his demon-filled dreams from that demon boy Silva. Why is JDM so ass? How dare you, Kenny? How dare you, dude? How dare you say JDM is ass? Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'd still rather Dana let Arman fight Islam. That's a good idea. Just punish him with the circumstances of the fight, or maybe pay him less. Yeah, like I get you want to punish an employee. That makes total sense. But you want to, I don't know. You need the integrity of the business. Essentially, you need the integrity of the business. Ark Insanity 2 watch along. Oh, that one might be a little bit far. I've been waiting for Ark Insanity 2 to drop. I thought it has dropped. Dougie's gonna get Bryce on his stream. I did message him. I did message Bryce. Let's see if he ever read it. I did message him on Instagram. Hang on a second. Dougie's Corner. Bryce Mitchell sent last week. He never mentioned it. He never ever mentioned it. He never checked it. Sorry, he never clicked on it. He never saw it. But I have reached out to Bryce Mitchell. I have made contact with him. Jean Silva needs to not underestimate Bryce. He's usually not an extremely cocky guy, just a confident dude. But in this one, he's got to be careful. Jean Silva needs to not underestimate Bryce. He's usually not an extremely cocky guy, just a confident dude. Yeah, don't overlook Bryce. Don't overlook Bryce, and also don't let your emotions fight for you. But Bryce needs the same thing. You know, like we need to tell Bryce to not let his emotions fight for him as well. It's a very, very fun fight. I'm looking forward to the build-up massively. Just look at the physique difference between Bryce and Jan. Jan will shuck him off and leave him seizing on the canvas. No, Toad. No, don't even put that reality out there, mate. The webcam is very high. I just need to sit up on my chair. Jean Silva got that Shama Black Magic Ghost after Bryce. The power of Shama will find its next victim. That's why we all need to gather together and use the power of the Lord to help Bryce and Bunda. I've had terrible nightmares that instantly go away after I wake up and pray a rosary and put on my shirt with scripture on it. I used to have absolutely terrible sleep paralysis when I was younger. For like 9 months when I was younger, it was at least once a week. And for a whole summer, it was 3 times a week until you found the Lord, Eric. Exactly. Until you found the Lord. Let's hope you didn't get left on red with... He didn't even bother clicking on it. I've been completely not even left on red. Eric, go sleep with a Native American headdress war paint on your face and see what... Yeah, or switch it up. If the Lord isn't working for you, then just go on full paganistic. If God is real, Bryce is going to respond. If God is real, Bryce is going to respond because I'm going to pray and let God know to use discernment. I'm going to let God know, use discernment, and let Bryce fight. I'm so hyped to see Gunnar Nelson back. To be honest, I'm starting to get a tad worried about how he's going to look. He's always training, but he just fought so little over the past 4 years. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be picking Gunnar. I was looking at him today and thinking about what I'm going to do. I think he's 1-3 in his last 4. Pretty sure if I go to Tapology right now on my phone, I've got Gunnar Nelson right here. I've got Garam Kutaledze. Garam Kutaledze is 1-4. Yeah, Garam is 1-3 in his last 4. Fucking not good. Not good at all. Oosh. My John Jones demon snatched me up when I was not... Okay, that's spicy. That's a bit bloody spicy, mate. Where are we at? Close that. Good. If God was real, Filthy Ank would have been punished for his haram Ramadan activity. Well, he knows that Ank Alive is going to make it back up to him. He knows that Ank Alive is going to make it back up to him. So if anything, he's allowing Big Ank to defeat the shamanistic one. Conor McGregor responds to the PM of Ireland after he condemned his comments made at the White House. Shame on him for saying that. Ooh. I haven't heard this from Conor yet. Let us listen to this together. Full screen.
Taoiseach says you don't speak for the people of Ireland. Your response to that?
I am an employer of over 200 people, almost 300 people in the country of Ireland. He's an employer of none. Every available metric available to us has shown that the government of Ireland currently has failed the people of Ireland. In 10 years, Dublin city centre has gone from one of the most safest cities in Europe to one of the most dangerous. So shame on him for saying that, speaking down on an Irishman.
Yeah, Connor! Cook him, Connor! Based, Connor! Look at Poland and Serbia, Connor.
Personally, throw a jab. I could throw many jabs at them. I could throw jabs handily at them. However, I speak on the metrics, and the metrics show they've failed the people of Ireland. They do not represent the people of Ireland.
Conor,
and I'm
what
here.
do you say to people who feel it's inappropriate for you to be here, given...
God bless Ireland, God bless America.
Connor, you shouldn't be here speaking about this, Connor. This has got nothing to do with you. God bless Ireland, God bless America. Get him, Connor. Fucking light him up, mate. Fucking liberals. Oh, it's so good. Realistically, for the sake of the division, wouldn't you rather see Jan win? I hope I'd only be by decision, not by KO. Let's be honest, Bryce is never getting the belt. Jan potentially could. No, anyone can have a redemption. All right? You could have said years ago, look at Charles Oliveira. He'll never be anything. He always quits. But Charles turned it around and became a champion. No, Larry. No, it'd be better to see Bryce turn it back around and become the champion slowly but surely. Dougie, when is the next time you are dragging dragging in one of your drag shows? Never. No. Disgusting. Filthy. Ban Kenny. Kevin Holland's grappling at 170 because Kevin Holland's grappling better at 170 because he's not at a massive size advantage, so he should be able to beat old Gunnar Nelson. I don't think Kevin Holland wants to win anymore. So I can't trust him. And if God was real, Valentina Shevchenko would be on her way to here right now to be my breed cow. Oh, unfortunately, she's on her way to my brother's. And my brother is traveling to Eastern Europe to find his own Valentina Shevchenko. Jean Silva is in the I don't need to be well-rounded, I'm just going to KO you stage. Fighters go through these stages until the loss happens, and then they realize they actually need to use all aspects of MMA. I agree, Cayman, and it's good to see you, dude. And yes, Bryce is going to be the one to teach him that you need to be well-rounded. Unlike the Earth, you can't just be flat and use one style. You've got to use well-rounded. Conor just cooked him. Conor just absolutely cooked him. Conor McGregor gonna won his last two fights. He lost the two before that, but that's where Leon and Gilbert's, so they're not all bad. No, I was looking at Garam Kutateladze. So I got confused. I was looking at Garam Kutateladze. Damn, Conor's really going to run for president, isn't he? I think he is, man. I think, dude, the way that Conor took to the podium today, he was there like, I'm trying something new. I'm having a go. This might be my new life. I think he KOs Bryce, but it's like, I don't really know. I've seen this story happen time and time again. Look, he could KO Bryce. I'm not going to be surprised if that happens. But I think Bryce has the skill to out-wrestle and out-grapple anyone on a good day. Bryce was able to hang with Ilia Topuria. And I'm loving the Bryce memes. So I'm staying here. It looks like, I don't know if this is obviously not real until it's official by the UFC, but it looks like that. Shake that ass, Lorax, man. Kenny has been diving more and more into the substances. Anyone can be redeemed. Anyone can be redeemed, sir. Jean Silva versus Bryce is a perfect example of why being a fan of the fighters and enjoying their personalities makes shit way more interesting than just two NPCs going at each other. I agree, Nacho. This is what makes the sport fun, dude. Oh, the intro music into the chill music. Sorry, dude. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. The chill music. There we are. Now we're chilling and hanging on the stream, boys. Thank you, Nacho. And yeah, dude, I agree. The personalities of the fighters is what makes the kicks and the punches fun. I'm moving to Ireland if Notorious McGregor becomes president. You know what, Chris? So am I. I'm selling everything and buying a van in Ireland and living off-grid in the city, in the centre of Dublin, covering MMA from there. I agree. If we go into McGregor land, I'm joining in. I want to move to Ireland now. I heard they are like a white Colombia. No, Kenny. No. You should have watched today's video. By 2025, by 2050, it'll all be over. Nelson via round one. So that's what I'm feeling. Eric Flattest of Eric's, the flattest of Eric out there. How are you, dude? Have you gone to the gym today? Are you starting to build some shoulders, some chest, some V-lines? Are we starting to get the flatness gone? Holland is going for Tony Ferguson's. If Kevin Holland can't be a champion, he will win a record one way or another. One way or another. And if it's got to be the Ferguson route, then hell be damned. It'll be the Ferguson route. Is Aussie in Russia right now? Not in Russia right now. Not in Russia right now. But the goals are being set. He's on the way. Kevin Holland might not care about winning, but he's 1-4, even if he knows he's still got to win every now and then to stay in the UFC. That's true. If Kevin Holland's master plan is to fight 4 times a year and just win the bare minimum, well, now we're at that bare minimum fight. So that is true, Shotgun. He is at the bare minimum fight. Or as Tito says, McGregor-Conor. McGregor-Conor. 7 days a week. We train 5 days a week. Monday to Thursday is 4 days a week, and then Thursday to Friday is another 5 days a week. So we train on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 2 days a week, and that's 7 days a week. Thank you, Tato. I knew Conor would run for president when I saw him tweet Happy Hanukkah. Oh, God. Stop it, Eric. Don't start. Conor hasn't been there to kiss the wall. I've got shit to do. I was just in Giuliano Ahente's stream. That Vinny is fucking embarrassing mess of a man. Looks like I put off for another hour. Oh, okay. Well, say hi to Gilly. Say hi to Giuliano Ahente, but good to see you, Timmy boy. Appreciate you being here, dude. I'm actually on no substances today. My God. If he's this bad when he's sober. I watched your video 4 minutes after it came out. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it, dude. What's up, Coach Nate? How are you, man? Confident 45-70 on this one. For Sean O'Malley, I reckon, dude. I reckon. Such a pointless rematch. Should have been either Jan or Umar. Umar gave Merab his toughest fight, and he had an argument of winning the fight. Should have been Umar gave Merab. No, you can't do Umar as a rematch, Suff, you fucking Dagestani dick rider. You can't do Umar as a rematch. There's actually zero argument for Umar even winning that fight. Yeah, it's got to be... It should have been Pantoja. It should have been Pantoja. So not official. Yeah, real Kevin, Nick. Oh, is this... No, Kevin usually does good work. Interesting. No, I don't think this is real. But, I mean, this is obviously the fight that's going to be happening. I'm moving to Ireland to steal scraps from Dougie's van and live a meager existence. So you're going to live a meager existence of my meager van existence? Jeez, Nacho. Aim for something higher than just scraps from my van. If you fight 4 times a year, you got to win 2 of them. With Kevin Holland's career, yeah, something along those lines, right? Something along those. I mean, you've at least got to win 1 out of 4, surely, dude. I got a diamond emoji on your screen. You got a diamond emoji on my screen. Okay, Kenny. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know why, but thank you. Amen, brother. I was worried this wasn't a chill stream today, so I was bloody fuming, but you changed the music, and now I'm happy. Thank you. Oh, the Holland one. So you think Holland's going to win? You're pretty confident on that one? I'm confident that Holland's not going to win. Vinny was bagging you out, Dilly and Gilney stream. Wouldn't worry, bro. The man is a retard. I don't give a fuck if anyone bags me out, to be honest. I'm here every day doing my thing, and the community that we have is fucking great. So I couldn't give a shit if... I genuinely couldn't give a fuck if anyone bags me out. But thank you for letting me know, Tim. Thank you for letting me know. So, we got we got Daddy Chael Sonnen revealing that Charles Oliveira told him when he was asked about fighting Ilia Topuria, I will only fight Topuria if he wins the belt. This is my weight class. I hold the higher ranking and I have been champion before. I don't believe Chael Sonnen at all. I don't believe Chael Sonnen. I think Chael Sonnen is saying things to cause a reaction, to keep people watching good guy, bad guy. Is the lightweight division ducking Ilia, or am I taking this too early? Everyone's ducking each other. Charles should be next, hands down. Armin blew his chance trying to impress Nina, make him fight Ilia. Then who would fight Islam in this person's... Ilia said no to fighting Armin. None of them want to fucking fight each other. What the hell is going wrong at lightweight? Why are none of them fighting each other? Yes, I'll live off the scraps you leave outside. I don't leave scraps, bro. I eat everything. Bro, Pantoja can't even sell tickets at flyweight. There's no way Dana is going to let him kill 2 division. So you think Pantoja would beat Merab? I think Merab would be too heavy for Pantoja. Although Pantoja would probably be able to back scramble Merab and get back up. Pantoja might beat Merab. Pantoja might beat Merab. Pantoja might beat Merab. I will take the scraps of the scraps from Dougie, Ian, and Jack. I'll take the scraps of the scraps of the scraps. Let's go for that. Nacho, thank you for the $2. Real G's no. Dougie, stay the GOAT chat responder. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate you, dude. And did you guys see how quickly I read that donation? Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate the $2. It means a lot because I have 2 windows open and I am learning to be a MMA YouTuber, and anyone who donates will skip the line and get their dono read instantly. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate it, dude. Like the stream, and also like the stream. Ilya isn't even ranked. You can't duck an unranked guy. Yeah, but he's the champ of the lower division. Surely he's moving into the division at a high ranked. Didn't read mine that fast. It's a new system I'm working with, Eric. Everyone went at him over it, including Giuliano. I think he said you're a solid chat. Well, that's great to hear. I appreciate that. That's very nice to hear the boys coming together. I appreciate that. I mean, not hear boys coming together. I mean, it's good to hear the guys standing up for me. It's not good to hear, when you're on an army base or you're camping at school camp and you can hear all the boys coming. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I said. It doesn't matter what I said. It's good to hear the guys were coming together for me. Not coming together. You know what I mean. No one is beating Merab. That roided up little freak. No one. Pantoja might. Oh, you guys got Merab at 90%. You guys don't think Pantoja can out-wriggle Merab and end up on the back? You don't reckon? Mehdi's match in Islam is scared of both. He has already met his match in Volk. Islam is scared of both of them. He met his match. You think Islam is scared of Ilya? Interesting take, Coach Nathan. Interesting take. I don't know if he is. Let me make sure. Yeah, no. I don't know if he's scared of Ilya. I think Islam is sick of everyone saying he's only ever fought featherweights. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Bloody Bilalish Milal says Bilal Muhammad on Kamaru Usman being a title contender again. Apparently Bilal said you're closer to the Tony Ferguson streak than you're literally closer to being back in the title mix. This guy sucks. Dougie equal the opposite of Lucas Tracy. Thank you, Super Shotgun. I appreciate that, dude. Actually goes live and makes daily content. Thank you. You didn't read mine though. I got a new system. To be honest, Ilya versus the winner of Paddy versus Chandler would be a good and logical fight to make. I don't really want to see Paddy versus Ilya. I do really want to see Paddy versus Ilya at some point. That would be a good and logical fight to make, as long as we get Armin next. He is literally not the champ in the lower division, and no, he's not ranked at lightweight. I mean, he's vacated his belt, so you're right. He's quite literally not the champ anywhere, and he doesn't have a ranking anywhere. But you would assume that he would fit into lightweight at a high rank. Like, Pitbull is coming over and fighting Yair Rodriguez. I believe Yair is ranked 6th. Michael Chandler came in to fight Dan Hooker. I believe Dan Hooker was ranked 5th. You know what I mean? Put Ilya versus Paddy. That would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny. I would assume that Paddy will get through Chandler. But yeah, Paddy's got to get through Chandler. Don't know again, Eric, and see if he does it. Yeah, see if he does it, Eric. Eric, see if he does it. Don't know again and see what happens, Eric. That Vinny dude is a certified clown and a loser. Buddy flexes about being a shit dad and abandoning his kid. What a retard. Especially, why would you do that on such a based community like MMA Twitter? That doesn't make sense. I think Pantoja has a chance. So do I, Eric. I think Pantoja has a chance as well. But you guys believe that Merab, 88% of the time, is going to win. Unbelievable. Ilya versus Paddy is a waste of an Ilya fight. If Ilya needs one win at lightweight, might as well make it Paddy or Oliveira. Yeah. If Chandler can find Oliveira's chin, Ilya will send him to the shadow room. If Chandler can find Oliveira's chin, Ilya will send him to the smaller, faster, maybe not stronger, but definitely with the speed to power ratio. Maybe, Flat Eric, maybe. Legacy preserving Gaethje. Yeah, Gaethje ain't the one. Gaethje is not the one. Islam can fix that easily by championing for Armin. He has the clout for it now. No, I said that in my video, Shotgun. I said if Islam champions to get the Armin fight, essentially it will clear the deck for him with the fans. There won't be that narrative of he's ducking people or he won't fight the number one contender. Islam needs to be the one pushing for his next fight. No clue why and how people like him in this community. Who do you mean by him, Chris? Bilal, Marab? No, I meant that you actually read chat. Oh, Lucas doesn't read chat at all. Come on, Lucas. Come on. Truly go to chat room. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. You're an idiot, mate. He's the best featherweight today. Thank you for the $10, Tim. Oh, my God. That's a huge one. Tiggity tap tap, poop tick tack, piggity die, dyslexic pick sat on an Irish hat, frog tap back, created cap frog tack. Thank you, Timmy, for the $10. I appreciate it, mate. Always appreciate your donos. Tickety tap tap, tooth to pop, tick dooey tap. What is this? What are these Kanye West lyrics? Scoop de doop. Scoopity doop de hoopity boop. De scoop de doop de boop. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it, dude. Oh, God. I think Islam's management really wants Islam versus Gaethje because Ali manages both. So they turned the Ilya fight down, knowing that would lead to the Justy. Yeah, I mean, they get to double dip. Ali makes money. It's an easy title defense for Islam. It all makes sense. Except that it ruins the integrity of the sport even further. And we're already at a 40% integrity rating. It's shit. Like Nate Dogg and Warren G said, nobody does it better. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. There's a difference between being scared to fight someone and being scared of how it'll look on the off chance they win. Yeah, well, I don't think that's being scared then. I think that's just protecting your career. Like, is John Jones scared of Tom Aspinall? Probably not. But he's protecting his career against Tom Aspinall. Marab steamrolls Pantoja. I don't know. Pantoja's a slippery boy. He's a slippery bastard of a thing, I reckon. Oliveira pulling out has to be one of the worst butterfly effects in MMA history. Volk got KO'd, broke his chin and legacy. Now Islam won't fight Ilya because Volk had fought him twice and he's always fighting featherweights, and it's delayed the Armin fight. That is true, dude. That is very true. Charles Oliveira getting cut on purpose in training camp so he didn't have to fight Islam Makhachev again changed everything. If Ilya at least proves himself against another top lightweight, then it wouldn't look so bad if he did manage to beat Islam. Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that's probably what the most likely thing is happening here with Team Makhachev holding Ilya Topuria off for a little bit. I'm not surprised that Team Makhachev is saying, just win one fight. Just one. I want to see Oliveira Ilya. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Who decides what constitutes a good dad and that too, like present dad? People just make stuff up and then ask others to confirm their opinions. I consider facts now. Well, I think it depends on how the child turns out, and I think that human beings have been raising children for a very long time, so it's pretty clear to see like what a good dad is, and it all depends on the outcome of the child. So, yeah, I would probably say that. See, XSMS. Yeah, I like Marab a lot. Yeah. Marab's grown on us. There's a misconception that strikers can't beat wrestlers. They can, but pure strikers will always have a difficult time of someone who is mixing pressure boxing to takedowns, because at that point, the wrestler isn't just a wrestler, it's a well-rounded MMA fighter. I agree, Cayman. The strikers need to, if they're going to stay strikers and not be well-rounded MMA fighters, they need to bite down on the fucking mouthpiece and put damage on the board, not focus on counter-wrestling. I was making fun of your dyslexia. Oh, no, I got that. And thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I got that. Thank God Ian Gary taught Dougie to read, or all would be lost on this channel. My reading's gotten slightly better, I think. Speaking of which, music helps me read, I figured out. Music puts me in the zone. It helps me read. From my observations, the wrestlers are the ones that are willing to learn striking. They're willing to evolve, but I've seen countless strikers not do so and complain about crutch sniffing. Yeah, well, it's like Manel Cap said, like he was initially a striker, but then they were like, go and do some jiu-jitsu classes, and he's like, this is gay, I don't want to do it. So yeah, it's the strikers that are willing to lower themselves to pick up the wrestling skills. When the UFC were looking to make Strickland rematch DDP, I was openly calling for Hamzat. When the UFC were looking for looking to make the Strickland rematch, DDP was openly calling for Khamzat, so no one called him a duck. Exactly, dude. And that's exactly what Islam has got to do here with Arman. He's got to be the one putting the message out there. Drickus, it's completely different. It's completely different. I wasn't ducking Khamzat Chimaev. I was playing with the UFC to make sure they gave me Sean Strickland. It's completely different. I've never seen the wrestlers complain about strike. No, all the wrestlers say is, go watch kickboxing then. Then go watch kickboxing, mate. Technically, it's Arman's fault for turning down the fight, so Charles got offered it, and then he got injured. Well, remember when Chael Sonnen was saying that whole thing? Like, Chael Sonnen was making video after video after video about how Charles Oliveira was never going to fight. What's up, Weston? Good to see you, dude. About how Charles Oliveira was never going to fight Islam Makhachev. And then when Islam got cut, Chael was like, I told you. That was a very real thing. Charles Oliveira is never going to fight Islam Makhachev. I don't have a dad, just a mum, and she's gay. Islam is fucking Ilya. Vinny said he hasn't seen his 2 kids by choice. The dog, fuck. Oh, goddamn. I'm going for evil Ilya, but Islam will fuck him because Islam is a phony lightweight gold, and Volk beat him. Yes, Tim. Round 1. Fight 1. Volk won. Well, isn't a good kid my opinion too? Like, how do we know what's a good kid is? Let's say a warrior society would be aggressive warrior. In a nerd society, it's a nerd kid, so it depends. Not really. I mean, someone like, doesn't commit crime, hardworking, family person, looks after their parents and their community. Someone who tries to be kind to others, doesn't rob people, steal, cheat, murder, lie. No, I don't think it is subjective what a good kid is. No, I think it's pretty objective what a good person. Again, humans have been living together in societies for thousands and thousands of years, and across all the cultures and religions, there are some pretty simple tenets, like, don't rob, don't steal, don't cheat, don't murder. These are universal aspects of what is a good person. Yeah. And if you actually look up criminals in prison, you can actually see that most of them come from broken households. So, I think the stats sort of prove that you need a good unified household to make a good kid. And I think a good kid is a pretty objective reality, if you just base that on what it takes for a society to grow. Weston says, Anya, you bloody legend, mate. You bloody cunt, mate. Good to see you, dude. Sorry, I got to try and keep these stream. No, I don't need to keep this stream monetized because we had some donations. Fucking eat a dick, you giant cunts. There we go. Volk did win the first fight. That's right, Aussie. Volk won the first fight. Ilya has a legit chance at beating Charles, but I definitely wouldn't pick him. Almost 0% chance if he puts Charles out. Almost 0% chance he put Charles out cold, and if he can't, there's almost a 0% chance he wins the grappling when and if he hits the mat. And as a gambler, I put my bias aside when I'm making picks. That's fair. We should put our bias aside when we're making picks in general. JDM wins. But I don't know, Larry. You don't think that argument that Cayman or Not the Ambro just brought up, if Michael Chandler can put hands on Charles Oliveira, Ilya Tapuria probably can. Who's got a cleaner, better, harder strike? Ilya or Chandler? Or is your argument, no matter how hard Ilya hits, it's still not enough to put Charles to sleep? He should be the champ. Volk should have been the champ. I agree, Aussie. Who's Vinny? We don't bring his name up here. He's dead to me. I'm going to end up homeless on Skid Row as a crackhead. Well, you don't have to, Kenny. Your life is your own. You can do whatever you want in life. You don't have to end up on Skid Row as a crackhead. It's never too late to turn it around. Jiu-Jitsu is the worst MMA base. How many times have we heard this? And so-and-so, it's a 5th degree black. How many times have we heard that so-and-so is a 5th degree black belt and they get obliterated? Or giving fighters black belts post-fights when they didn't even use any jiu-jitsu. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is a joke. It's good for creating scrambles and helping you get off your back to create scrambles, but it shouldn't be your base. It should never be your base. Agreed, being a good dude is objective, not subject. Yeah, it's pretty objective. Volk won nothing. Oh, Nacho. Maybe. Dougie, make a fart noise in the mic for $1. Oh, dude, I wish I read that because I just farted. And I could have just held the microphone there and done a real fart. Oh, well. Not really. Tim, good doesn't exist. I think it's utility-based morals. Like everyone is human in old society. There were human sacrifices. Human sacrifices. Yeah, but even that is still going towards the betterment of society. You know what I mean? Like, even those societies that had human sacrifices still had morals. And those morals are sort of true across the board. Ilya definitely hits harder than Chandler. So then we must assume that if Chandler can touch up Charles Oliveira, Ilya can sleep him, right? Who do you put... Why do you put Oliveira ahead of Ilya in the grappling? He can absolutely KO anyone at 155. I know, dude. This is why I'm curious to see what Larry has to say about this. Also, if you think about it, if you have great wrestling background, you just have to know a couple of fundamental defensive positions where you post on the nearest shoulder with your lead arm and block with your other arm and knee shield up. This is literally just like an effective defensive shell where the striker can't land anything meaningful. Yeah. No, I think modern meta MMA is to have the grappling first, the wrestling first, and then to learn kickboxing or Muay Thai, sprinkled in with a little bit of jiu-jitsu. I think if you're coming in with jiu-jitsu first, you're at a disadvantage. And if you're coming in with kickboxing, unless you're well matched up, you're always on the back foot, worried about wrestlers. Always worried about the wrestlers. And even when you can handle a wrestler, like Alex Pereira clearly could. He wasn't oiled up, Dagestani fans. Or like Leon Edwards could handle Bilal's wrestling. Leon ended up on top position almost every time they were in grappling transitions. Leon ended up ending the round on top. But it doesn't matter because you are a kickboxer and you're not worried about getting off scoring first. You're worried about being defensive first. You should be a wrestler first, mixed in with some kickboxing, and then a sprinkle of jiu-jitsu on top. That is the 2025 meta of MMA. I need to make a video about this. Yep, that's a video. Chandler hits so hard, his wife stays with him rather than chasing. Okay, Kenny. Whoa. Kenny boy. Whoa, Kenny boy. If you fart in the mic, I'll nut. I'm already done with they're out now. Now that you put that defensive position up, when the striker throws or is hesitant, you throw your boxing combo. That's kind of the idea. You are describing how Bilal fights, Cayman. I want Alexa Grasso feed in my mouth. Of course you do, Yog. Of course you do. You motherfucker. I thought about you and Alexa Grasso's feet today. As I was driving home, I went, am I going to do a live stream? Yeah, I'll do a live stream. Wonder if Yog will be there. It's happening, Yog. It's happening. I hate it. And also mix in the takedowns. Also mix. Thank you, Aaron Tats, for the $2, brother. R.I.P. Joe Rogan. Love you, mate. Thank you for the $2, bro. We don't need to have any ads and I can fucking swear, you cunts. Thank you very much for the $2, Aaron Tats. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Look at that, boys. Look how quickly I read that donation. I'm getting better. Have you seen Chael's epic home invasion promo who cut on Vanderlei back in the day? I have seen it. I don't remember it word for word, but yeah, I have seen it, yeah. What the hell? Bryce Mitchell is trying to explain human sacrifices. What was he? I didn't finish the video. We only listened to a little bit there. Why did you pose with a Communist Manifesto? Please tell me you're not fully retarded and no, dude. So, my grandfather was in Yugoslavia, and they were part of the Red Army. So we have an old communist hat in the house from my grandfather. And my brother thinks it's fucking hilarious. So he has a bunch of Communist Manifestos, and he tries to hand them out to people. He tries to hand them out to people because he is a living troll. So we have a Communist Manifesto at Mum and Dad's house, and we have an old communist beret. Thank you for the $2, Skinny, you bloody legend, you shit sandwich. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much for the $2, brother. Thank you. Shit sandwich. Thanks for that, mate. But that's why. So I went to visit my parents, and I was like, chuck us all the communist stuff. I'll take a photo and put it in the Discord. They'll love it. Ilya was a grappler first. What's up, Bruce Wayne? Good to see you, dude. Ilya was a grappler first. That is true, but we haven't seen a lot of it in the UFC, but he does have very good counter grappling. He did survive against the mighty Bryce Mitchell. Did you tell the chat how you got copyright mogged by Big Ben? I didn't tell the chat. So, Big Ben does own the channel. My 4 hours of monetizable video that I did for the live stream before the computer crashed is absolutely... It's not only is it not monetizable, it's not even allowed to be shown on YouTube. The video got blocked. Completely blocked. So the entire live stream that I did, half of that big 8-hour monster live stream that I did, not monetizable, can't even be clicked on. The history books will never even show that we did an 8-hour live stream. Kills me, mate. Fucking Big Ben Rothwell. Can't believe Joe Rogan actually died. I'm sure he's fine. You're not going to get me with the Joe Rogan's dead news. You're not going to... I haven't been on MMA YouTube for too long. I'm not Chael Sonnen. R.I.P. Joe Rogan. I don't entirely know what that's about. Hello, brother. Are you Australian? I am. CPS promoter. I am. Welcome to the stream. I try and read everybody's chats right here. If you want to skip the queue, the powers of capitalism will set you free. If you donate, you can skip the queue. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I hope Joe Rogan's okay. Wrestling allows you to dictate whether the fight goes and the threat of the control to reduce your opponent's effectiveness in those disciplines. Exactly. It is the absolute base. It is the base right now. It is the base, but it's got to be wrestling with a bit of striking. You can't just lay and pray. Chandler definitely hits harder, but Ilya probably lands the better shot. Like I said, I just don't think he puts him out cold. It's possible, but based on the available evidence, it's very, very unlikely. Right. Yeah. So you're like, Ilya hits harder, but Michael Chandler ain't got Michael Chandler. Ilya probably hits harder than Chandler, but that's still not enough to sleep him. And DDP actually described this well in the Nina Drama video. He said he crashes in with a defensive position. He lands a high guard to get into his opponent's pace. Now the opponent can't counter DDP. He's crashing in to his face, and then DDP throws his boxing combo. Yeah, well, DDP is all about the no wasted energy scenario. So DDP is quite happy to crash in, but unlike Marvin Vettori, who just sits on the inside and lets anything happen, DDP looks to capitalize on it. Slipped on a banana peel, RIP. Oh my god, Joe Rogan, I hope he's okay. Ilya is great because he has the grappling to fall back on, which is important for his striking is not all it's made out to be. Well, it's obviously enough because I guess if he's guys, I can see Twitter. I've got Twitter in front of me. I have 2 screens going. I can see Twitter. How do you think I bring things up for us to talk about on the channel? You know, like I've got Twitter in front of me. I know Joe Rogan's not dead. I can see Twitter right now. Yeah, Ilya's striking is so sound in his stand-up because he sits on his punches, because he's not scared of being taken down, which is where Leon and Alex and Sean, they all fall on the back foot. Hello, brother. Are you Australian? I am Australian, dude. And welcome to the stream. I hope you stay. I hope you like the stream. Enjoy. Bruce Wayne, good to see you, brother. Thank you for leaving a like on yesterday's stream. So it's like Izzy didn't have that space in most of his instances to lean back and counter DDP because DDP is crashing in versus someone like Costa, who is just a deer in the headlights at mid-range, throwing and getting countered. Well, again, we saw the same thing with the Vettori fight. Vettori would just throw, stay at mid-range, not mix anything up at all. Big Ben strikes again. Big Ben strikes again. It's insane. Big Ben Rothwell, Bruce Wayne. Have you not heard of the GOAT of the heavyweight division? Big Ben Rothwell. Won't let me send you a link because he's not dead. Have you ever heard of a fellow Australian brother, Lorenzo Predicts? I've not heard of Lorenzo Predicts. Sorry, dude. I've not heard of Lorenzo Predicts. Joe Rogan is not dead, Kenny. Not falling for it. Have you seen Marvin Manhoff versus Elistania in Cage Rage? A true epic battle. New fans have no idea. I have never seen that, Super Shotgun. Never. All of Mike's opponents have been rocked or almost out, but Ilya almost makes sure to finish. Yeah, well, Ilya sits on his shots. Ilya sits on his shots and pieces people up. And again, Brucey boy, because he's not worried about being taken to the ground. Pretend that I'm Johnny. Dana would have beaten Tito in their boxing match. No, Timmy, no. No, Timmy, no. I don't get how people still confuse having a jiu-jitsu base with being a fighter who uses jiu-jitsu as their primary weapon. There are countless fighters who have a jiu-jitsu base but are primarily strikers. Yeah, well, I think what we're doing there, Larry, is then just arguing over semantics, aren't we, right? Like, Charles Oliveira, jiu-jitsu base, but Shoot the Box have now learnt to lean on their striking and use their jiu-jitsu as a B plan. You know, that's probably the good example of what we're talking about there. I think... what we all mean by base or primary weapon is fighters that are coming into the UFC and trying to use jiu-jitsu to get themselves wins. Primarily jiu-jitsu style fighters. Yeah, like the Kron Gracies, but that's obviously a very extreme example. But Ryan Hall was one of them. That old bloke that just won, bad example because he just won, but 90% of the time they don't win. Ilya is better than Islam. Hope we get to see it. I disagree, Coach Nate. I think Islam beats him pretty handily. Rogan's commenting is dead, though. I hope so, Paul Richardson. That's a great name, Paul Richardson. I hope so. Dougie, it's crazy. Joe Rogan just came to light. Well, he's got far too many steroids flowing through him to stay dead. Lorenzo predicts in his mouth. Ha ha ha. Very funny. He's got dicks in his mouth. Very funny. Short, stocky fighters like Ilya are going to have better takedown defense than lankids like Izzy. It's just physics. Takedown defense, maybe, because they're obviously got they can stay on their base better. But the lanky guys can sprawl against the cage a lot easier. They have also got nice long limbs to create the submissions, to grapple, to get back up. They can also create pivot points to get back up a lot better. Again, Leon Edwards was having a lot of success against Bilal's grappling. A lot of success. No, Chandler hits harder. Ilya can land better. And that's the only reason I say Ilya has a chance to put him out cold. Chandler has zero chance to put him out cold because he's just like he's a meatball. He's landing hard, but not clean, I guess is what you're saying, where Ilya is landing better. And it's the cleaner, more accurate shots, and often the shots that you don't see coming. Is this where we're going, Larry? Lorenzo is ripping good all the time, apparently. He's 18 years old from Perth, knows fuck all about fighting. He's cool and young. Okay, cool. Good on him. Good luck to him. I think YouTube is just all about the grind, it feels like, from where I am. I've never gotten that big, lucky video that launches you to success. I think I'm just on the grind part where you just got to grind that. You just got to keep showing up and making good content, And I feel like the content that we all make collectively as a collective mind on this channel is good content. Is the fear of the takedown better than getting taken down? I've seen a lot of fights where the striker gets too focused of defending and he just gets caught. Is the fear of the takedown better than getting takedowns? Is the fear of the takedown better than getting takedowns? Yeah, it kind of proved it, Bilal, in the Magomed Ankalaev Alex Pereira fight. Like, Magomed Ankalaev didn't land a single takedown. Alex Pereira shucked them all off. But just the fear of the takedown beat Alex Pereira on the feet. Just the fear of the takedown alone. DDP, Dustin Poirier, again, was landing on Islam Makhachev, and everyone knew it, and Islam knew it, and Dustin's coaches were saying, you're landing on him. Where are the combos? And Dustin said out loud, I can't get my combos going. Every time I do, he might take me down. It's in the head. So yeah, just the threat of the takedown is enough to stop the fighters, the strikers' sequences that they like to get going. The fear of the takedown will be decreased if the striker actually entertains the wrestling. Like DDP said, he's not afraid to wrestle with Hamza. Essentially, we're literally arguing the striker to become well-rounded in an MMA fighter in an obvious sense. Yeah, no, I think it's... You can't be one-dimensional anymore. You can't be just the jiu-jitsu guy. You can't be Ryan Hall, Kron Gracie anymore. Those days are over. You can't be just the kickboxer anymore. We've seen it so many times in a row. You can't just be the striker. But we've also seen you can't just be the wrestler. Like if you're just spamming takedowns and the opponent knows that you're always going to be takedowns, people's takedown defense is generally too good. And if you're just the wrestler, you're generally not doing enough damage. You have got to be... We have reached... I don't know if peak MMA talent is the way to put it. It's probably not peak MMA talent, but we have reached the point where you have got to be an MMA fighter. You have got to be an MMA fighter. You can't be a one-style fighter anymore. You can't be. And Alex Pereira's light heavyweight run sort of proves that, right? Jan Blachowicz could have won that fight. Would have been over before it started. If Alex Pereira wasn't a star, he could have won that fight. Yuri and Jamal, okay, fair enough. Fair wins. The Khalil Roundtree fight never should have happened. Never should have happened. That means Alex Pereira would have had two names at lightweight that he would have beaten. Jamal and Yuri. Jan's a 50-50. It could have gone. You could have picked that one for Jan. Jan probably won that fight on paper. And Ankalaev was always going to beat Alex Pereira. He's always going to beat Alex Pereira. He's just the better MMA fighter. That was the argument going into the fight. That's the clear and obvious argument coming out of the fight. Only fight Ilya showed his takedown defense with the Mitchell fight, where it looked solid until he stopped respecting Bryce and overextended. I'm doing nothing. Him doing nothing off his back while waiting for the round out is worrying, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that very, very closely. I'm going to have to watch that one very, very closely again, Toad. How does Islam, who struggled with Volk and Poirier, handily beat the best featherweight in the mall? Size, weight, his clinch game in the Dustin fight looked fucking dangerous. Knees up the middle are going to be dangerous. I think his boxing has gotten way better because of the wars that he's been in. Ilya's got to be all the way inside to land on the pocket. So I think he's going to win the clinch game. And then when it goes to the ground, I think they're going to both weigh in at 155. But Islam Makhachev is going to have to cut a lot more weight than Ilia Topuria to both get to that 155. And then when they rehydrate, Islam is going to rehydrate to a heavier weight on fight day. So Islam Makhachev is going to be the heavier, more well-rounded, more bloodied veteran fighter against the shorter, smaller Ilia Topuria. That's just how I see it going, Coach. Islam got a beat on the feet. Islam got beat on the feet by Volk, DDP, and Moicano. Ilya will KO him in the first round. Hold that, Timmy. Hold that thought, Timmy. I don't think it's just semantics. Because it's a big part of the negative narrative about jiu-jitsu. Being a one-dimensional fighter is bad, regardless of the base of striking a bit. Yeah, I think I just covered that. Yep. Part of me wonders if Alex pre-fight not training properly was arrogance on his behalf, or if he still had a reason in his head as to why he didn't win if he lost something. Sorry, guys, I'm tired today. It's been a long day. And it's been an hour. Stop chatting. Let me catch up on everyone's chats. Christian Grey. There's the last one. Hang on. Let me read this properly. Part of me wondering if Alex's pre-fight not training properly was arrogance on his behalf. So he'd still have a reason in his head as to why he didn't win if he lost, and something he can change for the rematch. Like the John Jones excuse. Like I was partying too hard. It might be, dude. It might be. You know, fighters have that inside of them. Yeah, it might be, man. Might be. Islam will be way better at range with his straight shots and leg kicks, and have his counter-striking and takedown to punish Ilya's overextensions. Plus, Islam's clinch game will help avoid the pocket. Islam will be way better at range with his straight shots and his leg kicks. Yep. And have his counter-striking and takedown to punish Ilya's overextensions. Yes. Every time someone overextends on Ilya, he does shoot. That's when he shoots his takedowns. Yep. Still coping about the Arjun fight. Sad stuff. The Arjun fight. Oh, the Yarn fight? I'm not coping about it. That was a damn close fight, dude. That's not coping. Come on. That's not coping. Ilya has proven he is one of the best, but thinking he's a favorite against Islam is crazy. He gives away a lot of reach and lengths against an arguably more well-rounded fighter we've seen in Islam. Well, yeah, I mean, again, it's the same thing as like going into the Alex Pereira Magomed Ankalaev fight. Like, you got to pick the guy, the more well-rounded fighter. And Islam Makhachev is more well-rounded than Ilia Topuria. I know Ilia Topuria grew up doing jiu-jitsu, but what we've seen in the UFC is Islam Makhachev is the more well-rounded fighter. And then again, on fight day, Islam Makhachev is going to be the heavier fighter, which does matter. Sandhagen shoots takedowns just so he can feint. Yeah, Sandhagen fucking wastes the opportunity, Portuguese Herzog. Waste them. And I haven't said g'day to you, Portuguese Herzog. How are you, man? G'day. I hope you're doing good, dude. Loses 48-47 and you claim he has no chance to win. It just loses 48-47 and you claim he has no chance to win. It just doesn't make sense. Are you talking about Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev? Yeah, I know, dude. Well, again, like, recent example. If you're talking about Magomed Ankalaev, Alex Pereira loses 48-47 and claim he has no chance to win. DDP versus Sean Strickland. Closest fuck fight. Going into the rematch, all I was saying was, who's going to change things more? DDP or Strickland? DDP will. DDP will probably come up with a new game plan, plus he'll have the confidence. I sort of see the same thing with Ilia Topuria and with Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev. Alex Pereira has always done what Alex Pereira has always done. Chin up, start low, start getting the opponent to drop his hands, work the counters, and then get his knockout. That's what Alex Pereira has done his entire career, even in kickboxing. He's 37. How much is he really going to change against Magomed Ankalaev? Not too much. Magomed Ankalaev is now going to be coming in not on Ramadan, probably in Abu Dhabi, which means he's going to be using IV. And he's going to have the confidence of knowing that he beat Alex Pereira at Alex Pereira's best part of his game the first time. Yes, Alex Pereira can land that hook and knock out Magomed. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. And if you want to pick him via knockout, there's 25 minutes. He might knock him out. Maybe. He might. Ilya might knock out Charles. He might. I don't see it happening. That's my solid take. That's a dumb take. Fair enough, Chris. Fair enough. But do you guys see why I have that? You don't have to agree with it, but do you guys see why I have that take? It's the same reason I thought DDP was going to beat Sean. First fight was close. Who's going to have the chance to grow more? You know what I mean? This being said, Ilya knocked out Volk and Holloway, so obviously Islam has no chance standing with him, just like Magomed. Yeah, I know. It's the hype. The hype sells the fight. Do an impression of Ilya being a Spanish conquistador in the 16th century as he conquers Max Holloway's tribe. What was the Spaniard? What's a Spaniard? What does a Spaniard sound like? I can't. I'm sorry, Bryce. I'm sorry, Bruce Wayne. I can't. You're lucky we can't stay mad at our lucky lot. Thank you, dude. Save all the trees. A center of all corners with ink. Okay. All right, guys, stop typing. This is it. Super shot. I said that was the last one. It's been the last one. Super shotguns got the last one. I'm gonna blast through these to catch up. Oh my god, guys, what are you doing? I said stop typing. Even if they weigh in the same on fight day, Ilya's cardio and speed will likely suffer more than Islam. He has been fighting at 155. He hasn't been fighting at 155 like Islam. Yeah, the weight drain is going to hurt him more. But he's obviously bulking up from now, unlike other fighters that we've seen move up on short notice. Like Ilya is obviously going to be prepared, right? I'm not reading them. If you're typing, I'm not reading them. I'm not reading. I think saying Alex lost 48-47 is just too simplistic. If you look at the strategy, it's clear to me that Ank has the better hands, better defense, up top and better angle. Yeah, it's the styles make fights. Yeah, exactly about the Chandler thing versus Ilya. The way Ilya lands right on the chin dramatically increases the effect of the power. Yeah, so it's the cleaner, more pinpoint, accurate striking. I agree with that. I agree with that. If Alex actually moves forward and throws the punches, his lesser boxing skill will get him punished with quick counters by Ank. Well, Ank was maintaining his range with the teeps, where Alex was trying to set up his system with the low kicks, but the low kicks weren't managing the way that the low kicks weren't winning the range battle. Ankalaev was winning the range battle. He should have a hard time doing that against Charles, though, because Charles has the length and the tools to maintain the range and make it more difficult to land clean than anyone else Ilya has fought. This is true. Again, Charles has got that mean teep, and the teep is all about controlling the range. And the takedowns become more available. Cool. Volk has a longer reach than both Islam and Ilya. That is actually a fucking crazy thing if it's a fact. Because Ank won that fight 4-1. That's what Tom Aspinall says. He's only shorter, but he's thick everywhere. He'll bulk up 10 pounds, no problem. He's moving up, unlike Sean Volk, who didn't move up properly. Isn't as good as Ilya is. No, that is true. Like I said, Ilya is obviously planning to move to heavyweight now. Ilya, my brain doesn't work when I get this tired. Ilya is obviously planning to move up to lightweight, unlike the Volk stepping up on short notice or Max Holloway stepping up on short notice to fight Dustin Poirier. Ilya is obviously he's been saying since January that he's going to move up. So he's since Christmas, he's been this Christmas pudding is getting turned into muscle from today. So Ilya will probably be better at 155, but again, it's not years of growing into it like Islam has. You know what I mean? Alex knows he can stuff Alex's tanks down, so now he'll be more willing to let his hands go and go for the KO. I hope so, Shotgun. I hope he will. Just a reminder earlier, 0% Spanish, all Georgian, all man. We've seen Alex makes pretty much perfect changes in his approach. He was losing the first fight against Izzy, but then in the second fight, he was pretty much schooling him until the KO, and that wasn't something anyone could have reasonably expected. True. He will make, but are they going to be enough? I don't know. Let's pick this up later. No, I'm not reading it. I said I'm not going to read it, Larry. I'm not going to read it. That's it. I'm out of here. Who should Ilya fight if not Islam? What's up, Spectronominus? Armin. It has to be Armin. If it's not going to be Ilya, it has to be Armin. Or don't fight. Don't relinquish the belt. I'm out of here, boys. Thank you very much. What are your take, given I think Poatan will invest in the calf kicks the same way? No. Not reading it. I'm out. No. Paul, I'm not getting sucked into it. I'm out of here. I'm so fucking tired. I'm going to go have a shower and make some food and scull more coffee. I'm out of here, boys. Have a good one. Make a video about Islam must fight Armin. Why? Lucas and Guru have already done it. I'll come up with a different video. I'll talk about the meta of MMA. I'm out of here, boys. See you. Have a good night. Peace. Who's your favorite fighter? JDM. Bye, boys. Have a good one. See you later. Thank you for joining me on this stream. I appreciate all of you so much. Every single time you all rock up in numbers.